Hello, my fans, sneak peepers, and curious friends. I'm difficult and demanding. If you want to know my real name, then hold still, and I might bring your wish to fruition. Before I begin, you can find this show in iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, Blueberry, Google Play Music, TuneIn, YouTube, and Stitcher. Now, unlike the other people in your life, I actually care about what you think, what you don't think, and what you try not to think about. Welcome to the Difficult and Demanding Show. I'm real, uncensored, unconventional, and shoot straight between the eyes. My show is outrageously honest with a keenly witty view into life. Yes, I said life. That's what we do every single day. We are living life. Well, some of us at least. I'm going to provide laughter, shock, while touching your inner being. Maybe your body if you're lucky. Why do I call myself difficult and demanding? Well, first, because I can. 2, because I'm not supposed to. 3, this is the most important point. It only means something if I give life to it. So, I'm going to slowly unveil you to you and give you a new life to live. Difficult and demanding is going to liberate every part of your being and maybe your body. I, your host Tara, am keeping it authentic, intriguing, and provocative. If you have entered my world, then be honest with yourself about it. You want to be here, and you know I want you here. Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope you've had a wonderful week. I want to go ahead and get started. So for this episode, I want you to call me Karma. Karma. Call me Karma. Now, when we think of karma, a lot of us say, me no likey. We don't like karma. We don't like karma at all. It's scary, isn't it? You don't know what it may bring. You don't know when it's going to bring it. And you don't know the intensity of what it's going to bring. Karma is some shit that we tuck in the back of our minds. We ignore it. We act like we never fucking heard of it. Yet we all know that it's there. It's always there. It's always going to be there. There's nothing we can do about it. There's nothing you can do about karma. So you're going to call me Karma for this episode. Now, why don't we like karma? What's wrong with karma? Karma's our friend. You want to know what's going through my brain, right? What type of water have I been sipping on? Karma is our friend. Karma has always been our friend. Do you know what karma is? You were like, yeah, difficult, demanding, karma, whatever you're calling yourself by with this episode. I know what karma is. But no, do you really, 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 really know what karma is? Karma is the great balancer. Balancer. You heard the word balance, right? Balance. Equilibrium. That's all that karma is. Karma's purpose, karma's goal is to bring everything back in equilibrium. Equal force, equal reaction, equal. What you think about that? You said, well, shit, karma, difficult and demanding. When you put it like that, I can mess with karma. I can deal with karma. Right? It's not that bad. You have good karma and you have bad karma, right? You're like, oh shit, there's good karma and bad karma. Yes, there is good karma and there is bad karma. But we only focus on bad karma. at the end of the day, it's all energy, it's all vibration. What you put out is what you get back. You see, here's the tricky part though. I said what you put out is what you get back. So you're saying karma, difficult and demanding. If I go around and I do a whole bunch of good shit, just good deeds, good deeds, good deeds, I'm going to create good karma? No. No. You're like, what? Yes. No. Let me tell you why. It boils down to your character, your intentions. You're like, wait, hold up now. Now you're tricking me. No, I'm not tricking you. I'm not tricking you at all. I said karma. It's the great balancer. It's the great balancer of life, of us humans, of human beings. It's the great balancer. I said we have good karma, and I said we have bad karma. So naturally you're thinking, okay, I've done a whole bunch of fucked up shit. So if I go out and do a whole bunch of great deeds, good deeds, then, I'm good. I'm in balance. My ass is no longer a target for karma. Difficult and demanding will not get me, because she's calling herself karma this episode. Yes. Now, I told you, it's about your character. It's about your intentions, your true intentions, your pure intentions, the essence of who and what you are. Now, some of y'all are like, okay, I don't like this. This is getting uncomfortable. I don't like where this is going. This sounds like some bullshit. Karma, difficult and demanding. Not bullshit. It's the truth. Who you are as a person. Not what you show yourself to be. Not what you sound like you may be. Who you truly are. Are you purely good? Are you purely mean, nasty, conniving, vindictive, manipulative, vengeful, petty? What are you? Who are you really? That is what karma's based off of. You see, we all come here with lessons to learn. Things we're supposed to do, achieve, and lessons we're supposed to learn. And some of us are allergic to learning any motherfucking thing that will make our character better. We all wrestle with our own demons. Some acknowledge their demons. Some pretend they don't have demons at all. Some try to send their fucking demons over to somebody else so they don't have to deal with the shit. So they have this, shit covered coated halo over their head. Yes, a shit coated halo. Yes, shit coated halo. That was a tongue twister, so please forgive me. But yes, your intentions, your purity, your heart. Your heart. Are you giving? Or are you to help others? Or are you giving to help yourself? How do you move through life? Yes, how do you move through life? Listen to what I'm saying. Some of us have a higher code of ethics than others. Some, depends on the moon, the stars, how things align. But how do you make moves in this world? How do you make moves through life? You see, some of us think, karma only applies in my personal life. Karma doesn't apply in my professional life. Yes, you may have a profession, a banker, you could be a doctor, you could be a therapist of some sort, you could be a lawyer, whatever. We think if this is our profession, karma can't touch us because it's our job. It's what we studied for. It's what we took out loans for. This is what we came here to do. This is my life. So whatever I do or how I do it doesn't mean anything because this is my job. It's not a reflection of me. They said, don't take it personal. It's business. But here's the funny thing. Business is personal, and personal is business. So for those of you who seem to think that your profession excludes you from karma, no, you're one and the same. And for those of you who think you have this picture perfect image as far as your personal life and you do whatever you want in your business, no. There's none of those rules. There's only one core rule. What kind of person are you in your heart? In your heart. Your heart, the deepest part of who you are, that determines your karma. Where you're saying, shit, I fucked up. I may be good, but I fuck up. We're all going to be here to fuck up because that's how we learn. That's how you're going to learn. How do you learn something if you don't make mistakes? Listen to what the hell I said. I said we're here to learn. And you can only learn something if you do not know it. So if you do not know it, either someone's going to teach you or you are going to make a mistake and you will learn that way. But nonetheless, if you're open and willing, you will learn. So for those of us who have this notion that making mistakes is wrong, making mistakes are wrong, no, making a mistake is not wrong. It's when you keep repeating the shit is when you're wrong. One time, you're good because you didn't know. Second time, you're probably good too. You don't know. You see, when you don't know you're making a mistake, that's a different set of rules. The point where you do realize you're making a mistake, that's when the rules of the game change. Listen to what I'm saying. If you're doing something and you truly don't know that you are fucking up, you don't know that you're fucking up, things are different. Because your heart, your purity behind your heart, it's innocent. It's pure. You don't know what you're doing is wrong. And there are some circumstances where you don't know what you're doing is wrong. You see, but when you do realize and you do learn that what you are doing is wrong and you continue to do so, that is when things change. They change drastically. Because then you're operating from a purposeful intent. Very purposeful intent. Some people use their power, their status, their money, their career, their friends, any number of things, their background, their zip code, to justify misusing and abusing power. A lot of us, some of us go to school, some of us don't go to school. We all find our own path, our own way, our own journey, and where we're going. But for some people, they learn how to look at the laws of the world, the laws of the universe, how humans behave, what they do, what they don't do. And they analyze that. And then they come up with some rules that go against the game. Rules that basically become loopholes to help them get to certain places in life. See, unbeknownst to a lot of you, we have a life purpose. We have a journey. We have a destiny. We all have our own life purpose, our journey, our destiny. Each person is unique and different. Some of us are meant to get fame and fortune. Some of us are not. Some of us are meant to have a family and get married. Some of us are not. Some of us are meant to be in first world countries. Some of us are not. The point is, our journeys are different. Where we are supposed to end up, it's different. Now, what we may think we want, what we may think that we deserve to have, may not be what you get at all. Listen to what the hell I'm saying. Let's say you want to be the most famous singer in the world and you have a great voice. But for some reason, those doors of opportunity do not open for you. luck does not favor you in this regard. Because maybe you're not supposed to be a great performer. Maybe you're supposed to be a great teacher. Who the fuck knows? The point is, what you think you want and deserve and should get may not be what you're destined to get in this life. And that is something that is hard for some folks to realize. What I want may not be what I'm meant to do or be. Because at the end of the day, where you're supposed to be is supposed to benefit others, not just yourself. So back on topic. I told you we have good karma. I told you we have bad karma. I told you depending on what you do and what you do in life depends on what kind of karma you get. And it all comes from your intentions. Now, some people get lucky. They end up further in life than they ever would have, could have gotten. Yes. Some people luck out. I wouldn't call it luck. Because if you are supposed to be at point A and you ended up at point P, P as in Paul, you started at A as an apple, and you ended up at P as in Paul. You're saying, well, difficult and demanding karma? How is that possible? You just told me that where you're supposed to be is where you're going to be. Right? And sometimes those dreams don't come true. That's true. But there are times where the sum of all is better than one. What that means is if you try to do something on your own, you may not achieve it. But if you happen to recognize a gift, an opportunity, and you pair up with others, you may be able to get from point A to point P as in Paul. You're saying, shit, okay, yeah, I can work with that, yes. Sometimes you can redirect yourself to avoid or get further beyond where you're supposed to be. You see, but with everything in life, there are terms, there are agreements, there are things that you say on a cosmic universal level that allows you to get further than where you were supposed to be. And when you make agreements in life, spiritual agreements, call it whatever you want, that allows you to go further than you would have probably ever been able to go, that's something you got to pay attention to. Because technically, your karma, your own individual karma, it was not going to allow you to get further than a certain point. But since you agreed to be a certain way, to do things a certain way, you made commitments, you made contracts, you made verbal, spiritual agreements with yourself about what you would do, what you would agree to do, not do, sacrifice, which allowed you to get further than what you could have ever been able to achieve by yourself in life. And a number of us, we get lucky like that. We rise further than what we could have ever imagined or dreamed. You like that, don't you? Being able to rise further beyond what you hoped, wished, or what you were going to be allowed? Yes, some of us get lucky. But see, here's the funny thing. For those of you who are able to rise further than where you belong, than where you're supposed to be, than where you deserve, and you get to that point, you think you're safe. If you look at nature, you look at, Mother Earth, Father, Son, whatever you want to call it, you see that everything is always shifting and changing. The energy, the wind, the forces, the angle of the sun, the rays, everything is varying and it changes. Because life is like that. It's constantly shifting and altering to balance everything out. And when life is in balance, and the longer it's in balance, you better trust and believe that what is necessary to bring it back in balance will be strong, will be catastrophic, will be beyond what your brain can actually comprehend. Everything is always brought into balance. on a personal level and as a collective. Everything is seeking to be in equilibrium and balance. So if you are permitted in life to step outside your bad karma and team up with others, and that team, that partnership gave you the opportunity to rise above anything you could possibly imagine, everybody with some goddamn sense would know there's a price. There's always a price. There's always a price. When we breathe in oxygen, we produce carbon dioxide. The trees take in the carbon dioxide. The trees give us pure oxygen. There is a cycle of life. There's a cycle for everything. But the point of a cycle is balance. And when a cycle is out of balance, when it is whacked, if it is fucked up, it's offset, you need to understand and heed my words. What is out of balance, what is imbalance, will be brought back into balance. You made agreements. You made commitments. Call it whatever you want. With whatever higher being that you choose, you believe in, whether you believe in it or not. A lot of people say, if you give me this, you give me this, you give me this, I would do this, I would do this, I do this. You pray to the angels, you pray to your gods, whatever you believe. I'll donate this. I'll be this type of person. I'll get rid of this part of my personality, right? You make all these promises, these oaths of what you will do and what you will no longer do if you are given this. If you are given a gift of someone working with you to help you achieve this, this, and this. You see, we all like to think that we are solo, we are one. But we're all in a great partnership. We're in a great partnership. Everything is interconnected. So when you have people who make these oaths and these promises to offset, to to navigate outside what their bad karma is, and they're able to achieve greater ranks, status, money, positions, connections, travel, all these other things that they never would have been able to have. You should stop and pause. You should stop and pause. You should look around. You should check things out. Because then those people, once they achieve what they want to achieve, they think they're safe. They forgot about the promises they made, the oaths that they gave, the prayers and the wishes that they sent to the heavens above, saying, I would do this, I would be like this. You see, but when you get what you want, you forget your agreements, you forget your oaths, you forget your prayers, you forget your promises. And that's where you fuck up. We all think once we get what we want, we get it in our hands. We get it in our bank account. We get it on our back. We get it with our cars. We get it with our friendships. We get it with our titles. We get it with the acronyms after our name. We all seem to think that once you get it, you're safe. You're safe. You're safe. You magically have fucking amnesia about the shit that you said you would do, you wouldn't do, how you would be, how you wouldn't be, what you would give, what you wouldn't give. You forget about all that shit. Because you know what? You're sitting on your little nest egg of your pride, of your money, of your position, your friends, your status. And you think you're safe. But let me tell you why. My name is called Karma on this episode. None of us are safe. I told you karma is the great equalizer. It balances everything out. You think you can promise, you can guarantee, you give prayers, wishes, and oaths to someone that's higher beyond us, and you think they forget? You think it's forgotten? There's a price to everything. There's a price to everything. We cut down the trees, guess what? We don't have oxygen. If we stop producing carbon dioxide, that means we're fucking dead. There's a price to every goddamn thing in this world. It's called balance. Balance. Now, those of you, you've made it to a station. You figure you've got everything you needed. You sucked out everything you want. You used the partnerships you had with others to get to where you are. And you got all the glory. You got the prize. You got the gold. And then they sit there and forget. Who was the mastermind? Who was the fuel? Who was the goddamn engine in that goddamn car? When you put a Ferrari engine in a fucking Toyota Corolla, a Toyota Corolla can never be a Ferrari engine. You must understand that. Because when you take the Ferrari engine out of the Corolla, guess what? It's still a goddamn Corolla. You have to understand the collective, how things work. And show gratitude for the gifts that you were given. You think success is a guarantee? No, it's a blessing. The ability to have status, the ability to have power, the ability to have money, the ability to be able to earn money, to travel, to do all those things, those are goddamn blessings. You're not guaranteed shit. All that can be taken from you tomorrow. So when I said you're safe, you're not safe because you have to hold up your end of the bargain. If you promised that you would be kind and respectful, you would change your dark side ways, you got to deliver on that. Now, you may have tried to deliver on that. You may have struggled deeply with that. And you figure, shit, I got what I want. I don't see any bad things getting ready to happen. So I think I'm safe. I'll go back to being the son of a bitch that I used to be. I'm good. I'm safe. I've sucked out everything I needed from that partnership I had. I'm going to take everything and I'm going to run with it. And all the energy and the time and the effort that were put into that partnership unison, I'm going to take the booty. Booty is another term for treasure, the reward, the accolades. I'm going to take it. I'm going to run with it. Let me give you some more real shit. I told you karma's the great balancer, didn't I? So for those of you who have been in partnerships, who have been duped, played, who have been tossed, just tossed, like you added no value, like you did no contribution, because you were behind the scenes, you were unheard, you were unseen, and the other person takes the stuff and runs off. Let me tell you, you ain't got to worry about that shit. You ain't got to worry about that. Let them run with it. You won't get far. You won't get far at all, because let me tell you how karma works. Karma will get your ass, and it will get you for everything you think you've done and you've gotten away with. Karma will get you. She will take the money, or she will take the status. She will give you a life-threatening illness. She may take one of your parents' life. Karma will come and take something that is not of equal value. She will take something of greater value. Listen to what the fuck I said. If everything that you stole, you're taking, you think it's yours because your name is on it and everyone sees that you've earned it, and you don't give what's due to what was behind you, the force, the foundation, I'm going to tell you what karma's going to do. She's going to take it all from you. Because that means you have created an imbalance. Yes, when things are in balance and you created this whole treasure chest of wonderful things, you just happen to be the one to get the credit for it because you're the face. But behind the scenes, there's something precious. There's something vital. There's a running fountain of energy and vitality that was there, guiding, helping, molding, steering, putting energy, effort, time, creativity, all that. Now, you and I both know all that wasn't you, but you like to pretend it's you. So then when you take everything and you take what belongs to another persons, and you take it for all of your own, then that shows you broke all of your promises. You broke your oaths. You broke your prayers. And you have shown that your spirit is broken. And you've shown that you should not have been allowed to escape your bad karma. So then what happens? A heavier hand has to come down and put things back in balance. No one can take from you what belongs to you. Listen to what I said, people. You worried about someone took my money, someone took my husband, someone took my wife, someone took my girlfriend, someone took my job, someone took this. No one can take anything that belongs to you. But you have to trust and believe that. Anything that is truly yours, purely yours, and is meant for you, it will come back to you. It will come back to you multi-flowed. It will come back to you multiplied. No one can take shit from you. And when you know that, you own that, you claim that, you believe that, then you trust that it's going to come back to you. Everything is not what it seems. It's not what it looks like. It never is. The star is not always the fucking star you see. Yes, the fake star may not be the real star. And over time, the true star shines. No one can take anything from you that belongs to you, first and foremost. So if you feel robbed, cheated, blindsided, duped, fooled, whatever, punked, played, whatever you want to call it, I'm telling you, if you can't believe it from yourself, trust my words. No one can take anything that is destined to be yours, that's supposed to be yours. Now, they may have delayed it. They may have derailed it. But you must trust and believe you will get what's yours. So let that persons or persons go. Let them believe they have won. Because who you see on the way up, you will see that motherfucker on the way down. When you build your success off of lies, manipulation, using, abusing, stealing, leaving fucking bodies, those same bodies you have made your foundation. And you can never have a true foundation when you have fucking dead bodies that you've slain and you've laid and you crawled over. That is not a foundation. See, those bodies will rise and they become fucking zombies. And they will be standing there waiting for you to fall. No one's ever safe. Because when you're moving and operating in ways that's just pure nastiness, that comes back and finds you. It comes back and finds you. Because that is how the world works. The world is based off of energy. And if you have a whole bunch of negative energy and you create even excessive negative energy, twisting, contorting, you should know it's going to come back to you. But you think that you can protect what you've stolen. You think you can hide what's fully not yours. No, the universe will take something else from you that will destroy you, that will crush you, that will bring you back to where you should have been. But here's the funny thing. You're going to be further below than what you actually thought. You cannot make prayers, oaths, and promises saying you will do this, this, and this if you give me this, and think that, hey, I'm good, I'm safe, I'm going to take all the credit, I'm going to take all the perks, money, connections, whatever, and it's all mine. And now you, the one that you help me, you can start all over again. You can start the fuck from scratch. Good luck to you. Boy, we as people need to get more world intelligence. Because if you have been brought down to your knees once, you won't be brought down to your knees again. You're going to be put further beneath. When you're able to rise and you have been blessed with so much, and you turn around and you spit on in the things that supported you to get to there and think that you're going to take it all from your own? No. You can't keep what's not yours. And even though it appears that you can keep it all, you cannot. you may lose it all in a way that you cannot imagine. Look what this coronavirus, this COVID-19, has done to our world. This worldwide pandemic has turned millions of people's lives upside down. So when I say, don't fuck with karma, call me karma, you better trust and believe what I have a good understanding of what I'm talking about. You can't safeguard shit. What you can do is be the person you agreed to be before you received all that support, all that partnership, and all that help. You should be that person. You should be that person. Hold true to what you said you were going to do and stick to that. If the world can produce a pandemic that impacts every person, people on each continent, it has turned successful businesses into a ghost, into a shell, non-goddamn existent. Non-existent. Do you actually think you're safe? Those of you who think you can cheat, run, hide, take everything like it's yours, and piss on the people who have supported you, do you actually think you can get away with that? You should get a counter and count down. It's only a matter of time when life force, vitality, energy, and chi that was directed in your direction is withdrawn, is taken away. When a plant or tree does not have its life force, it dies. And it goes back to where it should have been, where it should be. If you're not meant to be a king or queen, and you're currently sitting on a throne, that throne will be taken from you. And you will become the peasant that you're supposed to be, if that is your destiny. You cannot outsmart karma. You cannot outsmart the things that keep this world, our universe, in balance. There's no human being that can get around that. You can't get around it. And for those of you saying, well, it looks like they are. It looks like that. Don't believe what you see. Because like I said, karma balances all. And she balances it perfectly. And she does it at the right time. Because all karma wants us to be is what we're supposed to be. And the best version of ourselves. And when karma sees that success, status, money, connections, opportunity, travel, when she realizes, oh, this person cannot have those things. Because when this person got those things, look at the monster this person has become. And then karma's going to say, I remember a point in time where this person was severely humbled. And when they were severely humbled, they were a different person. They were the person they were supposed to be. They were humbled. They were open. They were receptive. They were appreciative and they were respectful. Then karma would say, okay, this world would be better served with this person being humbled, respectful, kind, patient, because that's what the world needs. The world needs more love. The world doesn't need more arrogant motherfuckers who are hiding behind their careers and their titles and their power, causing more disruption. The world doesn't need more people who are doing whatever they can do, can be, to win, to succeed, to take more. No, the world doesn't need more of that. We have enough of that. So then what karma does is, karma does smackdowns. Yes, she smacks the fuck down. And we all get a turn to get smacked down. We get smacked down in different ways. Some people get sick. Some people get broke. Some people get divorced. Some people get stripped of every motherfucking thing and become back to a goddamn hobo. Some people go back to where they came from. We all get our smackdowns in life. Question is, how do you handle your smackdown? And if you're really smart, you wouldn't get smacked down at all. You would do what you promised. You would be who you said you would be. You would give what belongs to others and only take what belongs to you. That's what you would do. But that's why we're humans. That's why we're humans. Because if you don't know, you will know really soon. Karma is the great balancer. And there's a lot of things that are imbalanced. A lot of people imbalanced. A lot of people who are using their careers to harm others unnecessarily. People who are doing too much. Going too far. Creating loopholes where there should not be. And hiding behind their titles, their careers as justification for what they're doing and for what they're not doing. Thinking, as long as I win for my client, I'm doing the right thing. You keep thinking that. I told you COVID-19 was a major smackdown. We all have our smackdowns coming. Question is, how far are you going to be smacked down? Wrong is wrong. Right is right. And you know if your intentions are wrong or if your intentions are right. No one else has to tell you that. Remember the days where you got down on your knees, you went to church, you went to a synagogue, you went to a temple, wherever it is that you pray, and you pledged your spirit, your soul to be a certain type of person. You pledged, you begged continuously. Please, 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 I will do this, this, and this if you gave me this. Remember all that. Because there will come a time where you will be reminded of all that. You will be reminded. And if what you said you would do and what you said you would be, if it does not match what you promised, everything will be rectified. You cannot have more than what you're supposed to have. And even though you have access to take more, you should have enough sense not to take what does not belong to you. But some of us have taken more than what belongs to us. So then, she will balance everything out. So don't be scared of karma. Be happy with karma. Karma's here to make us all better, to make the world better, and to keep things in line the way they're supposed to be. If you're not meant to be President of the United States, and you happen to make it to be Vice President of the United States, you should count your lucky stars and take care of all those who helped and supported you to get to that vice president status. But humans, we get the prize and then we turn around, take our dicks out, and we piss on every motherfucker there because you think, I don't need you anymore. I got what I wanted. I got where I needed to be. Now I'm going to find a new group of people who I can suck on to get to the next status. Just wait. Just watch. We saw you on your way up, and we will meet again on your way down. Call me Karma. Until the next time. Are you disappointed this has come to an end? Well, it doesn't have to. Reach out and follow me on Instagram at Difficult and Demanding, and let me know what you think about this episode and my show. Episode 93 will be here the week of June 1st, 2020 from Difficult and Demanding.